This is probably another instance where they might have even encouraged their mother to go and talk to Jesus on their behalf, because in the other Gospels we see James and John as the actual ones making the other gospel. They were cutting out the middleman of their mother in that particular story, trying to just say, hey, the request actually came from James. A little bit of a overarching what probably is going on here. She asks that they be elevated in glory, and Jesus responds with a really let me answer that question. Responds with a really weird question, right? He says in response, he says, "You do not know what you are asking. Are you able to drink the cup that I am to drink?" What's he talking about? Why does he bring that up? Yeah, he's talking about suffering the wrath of God. So we see this term, this idea of the cup, come up a few times. And, have we talked about this in here very much before? Have we talked about this before? The cup as the wrath of God? Okay, let's look at that. So the cup that Jesus is referring to, this is the cup of God's wrath. So you're going to have to follow the train of thought here, because this is what we're getting at. So the cup is the cup of God's wrath, because he says, "I am to drink it." Look at Jeremiah 25 and following. And it's not just Jeremiah, but it's also some of the other Old Testament prophets. But look at Jeremiah. So this provides some of the Old Testament background. So flip to Jeremiah 25, verse 15. Instances where we see this in Jeremiah. If you look at Jeremiah 25, but again in verse 15, what's that section entitled? The cup of the Lord's wrath. So follow along with me as I read this a little bit. "Thus the Lord, the God of Israel, said to me, Take from my hand this cup of the wine of wrath, and make all the nations to whom I send you drink it. They shall drink and stagger and be crazed because of the sword that I am sending among them. So I took the cup from the Lord's hand, and Jerusalem and Judah, Egypt, Pharaoh, Uz, the Philistines," and he goes on there for a little while. And then start picking up at verse 27 here. "Then you shall say to them, Thus says the Lord of hosts, I am the designated driver for